The Locky Trinity slump continues, and as one of my boys on the Patreon had suggested, we might have to rename it the Slumpity Trinity because it just doesn't seem to hit. We haven't hit one since UFC San Antonio, which is a big bummer for me, but we're staying on the horse. I'm not going to let the fact that Cody Stamen didn't let it go in the first round or didn't follow up enough in that third round to get us that win. I'm not going to let that deter me. I got another three-legger for you guys this weekend, and hopefully it puts a decent dent into the deficit that we are currently at if we are doing 1 unit per parlay ever since I started this damn thing, but we shall see how that goes. Obviously, I got another 3 legs for you guys for this UFC Vegas 72 card this weekend. Weird card all around, but I feel like I got the perfect 3 legs to get us out of this slump. Before I jump into it, I want to quickly plug the MMA Fight Archive. We got 3 spots left in the Pioneer tier. That saves you 25% off for the lifetime of your subscription. If you do your own research, if you love doing your own predicting, analysis, breakdowns, all that stuff, the MMA Fight Archive is your one-stop shop to get all your research done. We have all 20 fighters for Road to UFC, which goes down next weekend. There's no UFC event next weekend, but there is a Road to UFC weekend they're doing in Shanghai. They'll have 20 fights. I have all 20 fighters, as many fights as I could possibly find on them, posted on the MMA Fight Archive, so you guys don't have to do any of the scouring of the web yourself. I promise you, I am the best in the freaking game in terms of finding tape from all sorts of places on the internet. I've been doing this thing for over 5 years. I have plenty of people that rely upon me in terms of gathering film for them, whether it's for professionals that are tied to big promotions or even coaches as well who rely on it as well. So if you do your own predicting and your breakdowns and you love to do the research, I have everything you need on the MMA Fight Archive. Check the link in the description below. 3 spots left to save yourself 25% off for the lifetime of your subscription. All right, let's get into the Locky Trinity. First leg up, we're going to go with the underdog to kick things off here. And we're going to go with Vanessa Demopoulos. She's taking on Karolina Kowalkiewicz, and this is a classic grappler versus striker matchup. Although the striker in Karolina Kowalkiewicz is starting to show some grappling chops, which is how she's been able to put together 2 straight victories over her last 2 fights, and that had snapped that 5-fight losing slump that she was on over the last couple of years. Her training over there at American Top Team is really starting to pay off. However, I think that once she starts fighting grapplers that are better than her, like she is this weekend in Demopoulos, she's going to start to come up short. Her takedown defense is going to be exploited, and then the superior jiu-jitsu and the black belt of Demopoulos will be able to get her those top positions that she needs to control this fight, and then eventually find a submission. I'm going to go Demopoulos by submission, and a nice little underdog to kick off the Locky Trinity. The next one up, or the next 2, are a little bit juicier, but we're going to hope they end up carrying the underdog here to a dub. The next is Joaquin Buckley. He's going up against Andre Fialho in a fight that is sure to be a firefight, but I'm going to rely on Joaquin Buckley being the more well-rounded fighter here to wear on the gas tank of Andre Fialho. Hopefully survive the first couple minutes of that fight, because Fialho is a firecracker in his own right, but I think that Buckley has a great overall game. I think he's the better striker, and I think he has good enough fight IQ to be able to wear on Fialho and then eventually knock him out in the 2nd or 3rd round. You could even go with the fight doesn't go to decision if you feel a little bit iffy about Joaquin Buckley's chin. But I'm going to go Buckley as a 2nd leg because we only stick with money lines for these Locky Trinities. Otherwise, I'd go with the fight doesn't go to decision. The final leg, I would also go with the fight doesn't go to decision, considering the prop is pretty much the same as the money line of the fighter that I'm going to be picking. But I'm going to be going with Anthony Hernandez, who I believe is a dark horse in this division, who I believe actually has title aspirations and can achieve that title if he manages to fix his striking defense a little bit, or at least figures out how to roll with shots better so that he can get in on the hips without being hindered too much by the striking offense of his opponents, getting these guys to the ground and then doing his best work. I've long been calling this guy the poor man's Cain Velasquez, but we might have to strip the poor man part of it if he continues this 3-fight winning streak that he's currently on. This guy is the former LFA champion who won 5 hard rounds against Brendan Allen way back in the day and was able to win that fight pretty decisively given the style that he has. relentless grappling, a great gas tank to fuel that, and just relentless pressure in terms of staying in your opponent's face and not letting them breathe. That's going to be a horrible opposition and stylistic clash for Edmen Shahbazyan, who showed decent cardio last time around, but that was because Dalcha Lungiambula allowed him to fight his fight that night. Hernandez is not going to allow him to do that. Hernandez is going to make him work, stay in his face, drown him, and then submit him in the second round. Again, fight doesn't go to decision, a little bit safer considering it's roughly the same price as Hernandez money line, but I think that Hernandez gets this done with relative ease and finishes Edmen Shahbazyan in the second round, and hopefully cashing our goddamn Locky Trinity parlay. Earlier this week, I released it on the Patreon for plus 324. There was some action that came in on Edmen Shahbazyan this week, which has made the parlay odds even better now. We can currently get it at plus 347. Yeah, I think I got plus 323, but plus 347 is what you can currently get on BetMGM. All right, that is the Locky Trinity there for you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow again for the 3 best prop bets. And this will actually be the new schedule. Fridays, Locky Trinity, and then Saturday, noon Eastern on the dot, I'll be dropping the 3 best prop bets as well. Just trying something else new in terms of just the timing and dropping of this. Usually, a lot of people think the earlier you drop things, the more views you'll get. But I find at the ending of the week, people are starting to look into things on Friday and Saturdays, and that is the best time to post something. So a little bit of a tip for you MMA content creators hoping to make a splash in the scene. All right, good luck on your parlay this weekend. Good luck on your action. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the 3 best prop bets.